Rover would like to welcome you back to Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. So yeah, welcome back. We are in the midst of the Forest Temple.
You know what? Hype's joke there's just suddenly reminded me of the old Japanese commercial for Link's Awakening, where they literally did use puppets to illustrate
get back
it.
here!
Hey.
I want to make
they
sure.
did that?
I also want to make sure it's not just me. Did anyone else hear like a weird little like chip thing in their left ear?
I'd heard
I
it
heard
too.
it. It was the video.
What happened?
But yeah,
was it the video?
that's
sorry.
But yeah, that's the whole gimmick behind the sisters. They will hide in these 3 paintings in certain rooms, and you basically got to trap them into one by eliminating all the others. And then you got to fight them.
And Logan I can't remember if he taught me this or if we discovered it during a randomizer, but that works.
I discovered it during a randomizer and taught it to you simultaneously because, basically what happened was it started with Cele saying, hey, by the way, here's a trick. You can use Deku Nuts to reveal the pose that you're hunting down the overworld if you wanted to stop, swinging their stuff at you. And then I got to this part in the game, I was like, wait a minute. They're literally called the Pose Sisters. They literally are ghosts that we're hunting. Why don't we just use the technique here? And Cele was like, I never thought to try that.
First technique to you about in the field.
I mean, seeing that now, it's like, shit, Deku Nuts really are a more valuable source of cheating this game than I thought they were.
Yeah, no longer do you... when you're out and about, no longer do you have to worry about blocking things, stunning them. No longer, especially with the Pose Sisters.
That was pathetic.
Especially with the Pose Sisters. By the way, if we hit this will rearrange this will hopefully rearrange the rearrange the entire hallway. Now it will no longer rotate. But yes, now with the Deku Nut trick, you no longer have to wait for the Ghost Sisters to decide. Yeah, I think I'm going to be vulnerable now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here's our first boss key.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Is that Waldmaster still here?
Yeah,
yes.
I'm still here.
Oh shit!
Oh boy.
It is a creepy little way they make an entrance. Like at first you hear your shadow gets bigger and you hear this rather daunting sound, and then all of a sudden, wham! They come right to the ground.
Can they grab you even after they've already? Can they grab you even after you've? Can they grab you even after they've landed on the ground?
I don't believe so.
No, they can't.
Okay.
They're literally a one-trick pony.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Probably.
I hate these guys.
Probably the scariest iteration of Wallmasters to me is in Twilight Princess.
I forgot how they were like in Twilight Princess.
Because they come from the wall, literally. They literally come from the walls.
And
they have this siren-like sound that gets faster and faster as they get closer.
Oh,
it was so stressful.
Technically, they're not wall masters, but they kind of have a similar principle.
Were they floor masters or were they?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think
they're not after you though. That's the thing.
No, I know.
They're not after you.
They're after Uko.
They're after the orb that you're trying to take to the.
Oh, I thought they were after Uko.
Oh yeah.
Every one of you thought they were after you.
No, I thought they were after Uko. I was mistaking the dungeon. I thought they were going after Uko.
No, yeah,
I forgot. That's not until later.
I was talking about in the Twilight realm.
Yeah, literally the second to last one in the game.
And then we have not only wall masters but floor masters. I hate these guys more than wall masters.
Because they can split into 3.
Don't drop your guard when they split into 3 hands, because one can grab you and grow back to its original size.
Yep.
So just perfect.
Yeah. But luckily, Dense Fire does the job quite nicely.
I actually find the floor masters in Wind Waker, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
The vortex with their orb and
they have really weird noises too.
Yeah,
they
I
squeak
think that's what
and
makes
also
them unsettling, but also kind of entertaining.
They're also more aggressive in that I've seen footage.
Guys.
Yes.
We can cut backtracking.
Hooray!
Yay!
Man.
Also, just going back to Dense Fire, that's a very destructive power for something based on a dancer.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, she didn't have the dance. She didn't have the dancer feature until after Ocarina of Time.
Okay, and to play up the joke and to play up the joke rather than just directly refute it, I was gonna say, well, I mean, they gotta burn on the dance disco fever.
Step, kick, pivot, kick, walk, walk, walk.
Okay, I will go with that one.
Whoosh, and yeah.
Oh, I forgot to mention, the Poe sisters do have names. The first one we thought was Joelle. This one is Beth.
Where do you learn these names?
Beth.
They're named after, you know the book Little Women? They're named after the characters in the book.
Actually, could you name all 3 of them? Because I have a joke I want to make, but I want to make sure.
There's 4 of them. There's Joelle. This one's Beth, Amy, and Meg.
Okay, they all have generic names. I was gonna be like, Beth, darn it, change your name, please. It's not scary, and I'm embarrassed to say
you
it.
thought it was gonna be like Joelle, Esmia,
And actually-
Esmia, Rubina, and then
Beth.
Actually, I think
yes.
I think Meg was actually based off of Margaret.
Yeah, it's like, it's not scary, and I'm embarrassed to say it. Ursula, try that. Like, Beth. Oh, watch out for Beth.
Watch out for
By the way,
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
here's an interesting little fun fact for those that don't know about Little Women. Sure was nice of us to borrow a song from that movie for our intro, Gay Luigi.
Wait,
Wait a minute, what movie are we talking about, Mario?
Wait, they did that?
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah, that little do. That was based off of Little Women.
Oh.
Okay, for a
Okay.
minute I thought you were talking about borrowing a Zelda theme for the Mario movie.
No, for
That's
no,
actually-
Hotel Mario.
That's actually pretty.
Oh.
Wow, I didn't
I
know
thought
that.
that's what you were talking about.
Huh.
I'm just gonna ignore you because they're not aggressive.
Okay.
They're just bubbles.
What is
They're
your
just kind of chilling here.
What is your least favorite enemy in the game, Cele?
Definitely Redeads and Gibdos.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck Redeads.
Also, if you don't have Din's Fire, then this will be frozen
Yeah,
forever.
we could just kind of skip that puzzle. And
Oh,
just
sweetness.
get on with it.
Because otherwise you would need to do is spin and shoot
Oh,
the arrow
wait,
through the
I almost
torch.
forgot. Yeah, I was about to. Yeah, the arrow. Okay, never mind what I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Din's Fire, you could just skip the puzzle.
Yeah, don't worry.
Oh.
They
If I'm correct,
Mm-hmm.
Din's Fire isn't really required until Shadow Temple.
right,
Right.
to light all the torches up. But so I was gonna say, like, that is something I still give Ocarina of Time over games like, as much as I enjoy Wind Waker kind of falls prey to it. Twilight Princess definitely, and Skyward Sword is pretty much the horrible extreme of it. But we'll get to that game eventually.
Okay, that scared me.
I do still give Ocarina of Time the benefit of the doubt that it's still. There's
I
definitely
just wanted to show this off.
there's absolutely a narrative. There's absolutely a narrative of what you're supposed to do, but there is still some openness to how some of the puzzles can be approached.
Yeah, which is good. Which is good in that case. But you can definitely tell with Ocarina of Time, it was sort of like the progenitor of that whole trope.
Yeah.
What'd you say, James? Do you cut off? I'm sorry.
Progenitor of the trope.
Right,
There.
it was gonna start becoming all the linear and yeah. Context clues.
Yes.
But yeah,
So we didn't get this chest yet. Let's get it.
can't you hookshot up here this chest? Wow.
Yeah, but I actually forgot it, so I decided to come back down here.
Well, that
And
doesn't
you
seem
know,
worth
we don't
it.
have to backtrack since we called the Scarecrow.
All
yeah.
Is there a
this
gold
and more. If
Squatilla
you
up
actually,
there?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it, but this guy is pestering me.
Oh,
Dude.
Okay,
Made him-
that works
He
somehow.
jumped right into his own to his own projectile.
bonked in the
Yeah,
head.
pretty
Creature.
much.
Okay.
Let's get back up there.
He'll
Out
be
my
okay.
brain.
I was about to say, it literally pinged him right at his forehead.
Well, no, Allie,
I saw it
Scarecrow.
going into his hat.
Allie, don't you remember the Scarecrow doesn't have a brain?
He'll be okay.
Well, that's not true. He went to the Wizard of Oz and they told him he had a brain all along.
Did
And
you
then,
prequel?
and then, just to spite all of us middle class folk, he gave him a diploma to a college with absolutely no tuition fees.
Actually, now I'm just thinking
Good one.
like. That,
Watch out! The ceiling is falling down.
Navi, how about you fly 2 feet ahead of me and 1 foot to the left and say that to me one more time?
Sure, the ceiling is.
I'm trying to trigger the ceiling. I'm
it's
trying to
good.
trigger the ceiling and
Oh,
does
shit.
not let it
Oh,
fall
okay.
on me.
I thought it was gonna be like, I swear it's going to fall.
Is it possible to jump attack and land on top of it and ride it like a platform?
I don't think so, but I wouldn't recommend it
Oh,
because
okay.
then you could get smushed against the ceiling.
There.
I forgot
Yeah,
how
it works
scary
both
this was.
ways.
Yep.
Eh,
Just find
I
the
mean,
safe
I love
spot.
how every time you open a chest, Navi's like,
I'm getting away.
there you go.
Hello.
Oh, that's close.
Camera, I know you're a little thirsty for those fat
Okay,
abs,
then-
but don't go doing that to us
damn.
now.
I was just about to say it's
this
a good.
one,
It's a good.
this one's the most annoying post sister.
It's a
It's
good
a
thing
fun
that one. It's a good thing that one had extra space. Otherwise, you would have just barely avoided being smushed.
Right, so
So
what was that,
now we got a
James?
block push. Now we got a block pushing puzzle.
Oh,
And one of those
terrible.
blocks is not like the other, so ignore it, or
Yeah.
just push
If
it
you
out of
run
the
out
way.
of if you run out of time, the blocks will kind of lift up into the air and reshuffle.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's okay. It's not.
Well, shuffle as in the blocks stay in the same place, but they flip over.
Yeah. So
Like as you can see, there are different parts of.
Yep. So then you
Amy,
so then you have to
yeah,
very
this
quickly
one's
move.
Amy.
So then you have to very quickly move them around and get a whole new pattern going.
This one is kind of annoying, though. Honestly, this honestly is pretty manageable. Like, I don't think I've ever lost this thing when I ever play this.
To be honest, I'm not sure if anybody else agrees with me, but I prefer Meg over this because at least Meg has some sort of tell of when you can hit her.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought the direction the conversation was gonna go. It's like, I prefer Meg. She had a much more fun personality. I'm like, do they?
Do they? She's so much
No,
nicer at parties.
No, they don't have personalities.
That's what I meant when I say do they.
Yeah.
Come back when you have personality.
Jeez.
What was that from?
Sorry,
That's from Mulan 2.
Mulan 2 with the matchmaker and Ling, Chiampo, and Yao.
To be fair, she's not wrong.
And thinking about that's actually funny that like the main thing that she berates them for, they never actually solved that throughout the movie. I don't think they still have no personality by the end.
Yeah, the princesses just kind of fell in love with their quirks.
That movie was bad.
Well, of course it was.
It's one of my guilty pleasures.
You have many guilty pleasures.
No,
I
you're
don't
fine.
think
I mean, we all have one.
I'm not. Well, that's the thing.
least
Is
one.
I was gonna say. That's the thing. Is like I
I'm
hope.
a person of guilty pleasures.
I was gonna say I'm very very sorry.
she's-
I'm very. Oh, there
She's
she is.
mourning her lost sisters.
Oh, she's actually crying.
Yeah, let's see if I can get a better look. Oh, never mind.
Or not.
Oh, I didn't notice that she was actually.
Kill
Like,
my sisters, you
Yeah,
twit.
it looks. Yeah, if you look at her closely, she looks like she's sniffling.
aw,
Yeah.
well, time.
Either
well,
that or she just found a ripe onion.
Yeah, she'll join them soon. So
This one's kind of obnoxious.
just keep an eye
It's
out.
not that bad when you know which one it is.
Keep a free
See
looking.
the one spinning? That's the real one.
Yep, and then whack her. Just keep a free look going. But yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get to a part of the room where it's more open so I can see her.
And
But yeah, you were just
Right behind
saying.
me.
I don't mean for this to come out as some big call out like confrontation right here, right now. We're duking it out, but it's just. I understand having one guilty pleasure. Mine's probably Dougal, but like when 4 to 7 movies you like are then considered guilty pleasures, I think you just have poor taste.
Honestly, I would say it's
Fair
excuse.
enough.
I would
Or
say
no,
it's
just or
I'm
just.
not gonna fight that.
I would say it's excusable to have that many as long as you're aware that they're bad for a reason.
Right.
Well, I'm aware that they're bad, and yet I still watch them. I don't know why I do.
Every movie,
but-
every movie has those parts that are still great, such as the Richie Rich, the whole like, where's the money in banks, where else? And
Yeah. And the
shoot
stock
them,
market.
shoot them now, please.
And you know, movies like Baby's Day Out, I grew up with them.
Well, I mean that's the other thing. Growing up, yeah. I grew up with. Like some of the movies I grew up with were like again Dougal, and I thought that was fun at the time when I was a kid. I still believe Hoodwinked could be considered a guilty pleasure. I don't know how well it was received.
I would say Hoodwinked. I would say is a case of like the script. I think is very underappreciated. It's just I would say it's a movie that's like very easily dismissed by people.
It's an acquired taste.
Well,
Well,
I would say-
it also
One thing,
didn't have a high budget.
Yeah, well, it was an indie film, so it's like it's kind of a shame because like anyone that watches the movie will say that like the writing is a lot sharper than it has any right to. Just like the whole, it's like I can read. It's his Battle of the Iron Cage Gladiators.
In the middle of a freaking like
we
touching
got out the
moment.
Skulltulas Forest Temple.
I remember that breaking James out of nowhere because you have this really touching like emotional moment. It's like, oh, it says Will's Peace, Granny. I can read. It says Battle of the Iron Cage
Gladiators.
Gladiators.
And you just see a picture of the grandma just
It's like
hitting a
with
guy
this
with a chair.
horrible screaming, and then as she like mugs the camera, and then cuts right back to the emotional sequence.
There's the last switch.
And then other little like sharp little bits like okay, no, that's not a flush. No, that's not a full. No, trust me, that's a full house. Okay, no, just I know a thing or two about houses. Okay,
I brought my not straw. I'm not an idiot.
Just little throwaway lines like that are
I
great.
just don't remember much from that one.
All right, guys, here we go.
We'll have to watch it with you again sometime. We introduced
Yeah.
it to James, and he had a all right
Yeah.
time, I think.
I enjoyed it.
Royce liked it too. In fact, I think
There's no one here. Okay, let's leave.
Let's
in
go.
fact, I was honestly kind of surprised with how much Royce liked it.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, crap.
What the-
I guess
that's
we're
not
stuck.
good. Oh,
It's
Oh.
a fine horse.
The
That's
big
a
bad guy's
fine
already
ass
here.
Oh, Oh no, Gandalf is gonna take away our fine horse.
Hello
It's a
there,
nightmare.
Ganon. No,
Wait.
wait a minute. He don't have no
He's
schnoz.
Scorpion.
Oh.
He's a bunny.
Scorpion.
It's a bunny.
Evil
That's
spirit
a
from beyond,
duck.
Phantom Ganon.
No, he looks like an evil bunny to me. He looks like Donnie Darko to me a little bit.
Kind
Okay,
of.
so Meg kind of trained us for this. There are 2 Phantom Ganons. One is fake and one is real. We have to figure out which one's the real one and
Well,
shoot it.
Well,
One's
for
Phantom
now,
Ganon.
for now, there's only one Phantom Ganon that's going to come out of the portrait.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but there's an easy way to tell before he gets out of the painting.
Really? How
Yeah.
do you tell?
The fake Phantom Ganon has less detail and he's darker in color.
So that one's more
There's the
light.
real one.
No, I thought that one was
Yeah.
more. Oh, okay.
Well, anyway, just
Continue.
going back to
Yeah, go for it.
what were we talking about?
We're talking about guilty pleasures and stuff.
Well, no, we talked
Hoodwinked.
about that. We were talking about hoodwinked. I know there was another thing we were about to. Oh yeah, I remember. I remember what I was talking about. Like just
Phase 2.
like just that whole
Who's
thing
up
of
for
like
some
you
tennis?
just see Ganondorf and he takes off his face to reveal a skull. It just makes me think of Scorpion.
Well,
But I want to say right now, I personally feel like this Phantom Ganon fight is way more obnoxious than Ganondorf's fight at the end of the game.
And now I just want him to use his trident to like stab someone and be like,
Get over here.
And that's how Daffy died.
oh yeah, because I really hope that that's gonna be a running gag with all the movies that WB Animation does, where a different thing pulls Daffy back into the logo.
Every time. But yeah, and then I was gonna say to Cele, like, well then why don't you just do the crouch stab and make this thing like be over with faster?
I don't know. Looking at this, I don't know why I didn't do it.
It looks like you just did a couple
Make
jump
things
attacks
a lot
and he's
easier.
down.
and so
Like
the
I'm-
Phantom has eviscerated.
That was short.
Oh, here's some dialogue.
Hey, kid. You did quite well. You look like you may be gaining some slight skill. But you have defeated only my phantom. When you fight the real me, it won't be so easy. What a worthless creation that ghost was. I will banish into the gap between dimensions. I mean couch
I personally think
cushions.
Ganondorf's fight is easier.
I also said Hyrule Warriors that you get to
Would
play
you argue
in
that the
there.
reason why Phantom Ganon is harder in this case, as you say, is because of Navi?
Yes and no.
Because that's really the
There's
only
not
that's
only
the only
that,
that's the only major difference between the two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would, because at least I have a better view of Ganondorf when he's just straight ahead of me and not off to the side,
True.
like at a diagonal angle.
So yeah,
Yeah.
and now we shall warp back to the Chamber of the Sages.
Yeah, 'cause
Meanwhile,
wait.
back
Not
at
only
the-
that, but Phantom Ganon every once in a while does this rare screwdriver.
Yeah, backing up. We were
where he
supposed to
rams
save.
you with
We were
the
supposed to
scepter.
save Saria. Where's Saria?
There
There
she
she
is.
He is.
She was here all along.
Thank you. Because of you, I could awaken as a sage.
Eh?
But I still haven't hit puberty.
Damn.
I am
never
Saria, the sage of the
She
forest
never will.
temple.
Oh.
I always believed that you would come because I know you. No. You don't have to explain it to me.
You can't even talk.
Because it is destiny that you and I can't live in the same world.
Aw.
I will stay here as the forest sage and help you. Now, please take this medallion.
She looks kind of grumpy, like somebody was just like, do it, tell him. He's like, fine.
If you do,
Yeah, look,
I'll
he looks
tell
like
you-
he's trying to force a smile.
Link,
I'll tell you
I'm
what. I'll tell you what. If you do it, I'll take you to Dairy Queen.
Link,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
grounded for the next 2 weeks and I can't go to the birthday party.
I'm sorry, our friendship just can't be.
No.
We're too different.
Wait, you're contradicting what her next dialogue is.
Wait, what's her next
just
dialogue?
now.
Wait, what's her next dialogue?
Sorry, I will always
Oh.
be your. Oh, okay.
Oh, cool. Okay, that's handy.
Yeah, actually,
That's
I
why I
figured.
said you contradicted her.
You know what?
has-
I'm just.
She's been condemned to a life as a sage. She cannot leave.
Well, I was
She's
thinking is
stuck
more
there.
like the. What I was thinking
Oh,
is.
I was the Decker Tree Sprout.
Okay, what I was thinking is just more along the lines of like, I love you, like a big brother. Brother.
Friend zone! Well, the timing of that. Friend zone!
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
So, it seems you've been friends
Hi
on.
there, I'm the Decker Tree Sprout.
Oh, hey.
Howdy, partner.
Because you and Saria broke the curse on the forest temple, I can grow and flourish.
Well,
Thanks a lot.
what was that, James?
No, I mean, seeing the sprout just. Never mind.
Oh,
Hey, have you seen your old friends? None of them recognize you with your grown-up body, did they?
I love how it has.
That's because the Kokiri never grow up. Even after 7 years, they're still kids.
I love how it has a little twig in its mouth.
They threw
That's-
tomatoes
yeah.
at me.
It's like, hey,
You're
Shani.
wondering why only you have grown up.
Hey, Shani, how you
Well,
doing?
as you might have already guessed, you are not a Kokiri. You are actually a Hylian.
Gasp.
I mean,
I am happy to finally reveal this secret to you.
could have told me sooner that I was adopted.
Hang on, I'm gonna change my voice for this.
Oh, you don't want to do this emotional sequence while the cute voice like, and then the birds of hellfire.
Some time ago, before the King of Hyrule unified this country, there was a fierce war in our world.
That we never get to see anything of.
Nope, not unless you wait. Not unless you read the audio
One day,
comic.
to escape from the fires of war, a Hylian mother and her baby boy enter this forbidden forest.
Subscribe to this account to learn to
but-
listen to the audio play.
The
The
father,
mother was
he-
gravely injured. Her only choice was to entrust the child to the Deku Tree, the guardian spirit of the forest.
I'm a tree. What do you think I'm supposed to do?
Oh no,
Yeah, that was a bit of
her
an odd-
husband was
The
a
Deku
deadbeat.
Tree could sense that this
Oh,
was
yeah.
a child of destiny whose fate would affect the entire world, so he took him into the forest.
What a clairvoyant tree.
After the mother passed away, the baby was raised as a Kokiri, and now finally, the day of destiny has come.
I had
we
to.
never do learn who Hyrule was at war with before all
I always
Yeah.
assumed the Gerudo or something or.
You are a Hylian, and we're always bound to leave this forest. And now, you have learned your own destiny, so you know what you must do.
Also, wow,
Go
that
get
had.
That's
Taco.
right. You must save the land of Hyrule.
Save
sorry,
Hyrule!
Oh shit!
Also-
Now, Rinku, break the curses on all the temples and return peace to Hyrule!
Also,
Oh,
wow, that
shit,
had
you're
to
not
hurt.
giving me much of a choice here.
I was gonna say. I'll also gonna say, wow, that had to hurt. Having having Link's father be like, "You're leaving me," and then the one was like, "Don't worry, I found a real man." It just cuts to the tree.
Hello,
So-
I am Real Man. Do you want to go skateboards?
Wow, that was
what?
actually well timed.
You're like, what?
And funny enough,
That was amazing.
Funny enough, that same little sap there, Tish, will grow up to be the Deku Tree in Wind Waker.
Oh,
That would be.
Yeah.
That must be some kind of like. I know it's not the exact same tree, but just imagine that sharp bit of puberty, like contrasting between mine and Silly's voices, where it's like, I've finally grown up into a.
Big man tree.
big man tree.
But yeah, no,
The big bad tree!
but yeah, no, as I was trying to say earlier, despite
I peaked,
after all that
baby.
talk, like yeah, the little wheat in his mouth or the whatever
The little
was
twig.
sticking
You're
out.
like, yeah, Shani.
That's kind of what instigated me be like initially going all howdy partner.
Hey, Shani.
I mean that's
But
kind of like
yeah.
the voice I imagined out of him, but anyway.
You know,
Yeah, it's
you know
okay.
that actually makes me think he could use the honorific oira, which is what,
What?
which is what Japanese country bumpkins use.
Oida.
Wait.
I'll tell you about it later.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for joining.
Alright. Thanks for watching, and until next time, everybody.
See ya.
Bye bye.
I'll come back now. Yeah.
Get that fine ass horse.
Farewell, country bumpkin.